Your emotions are a biological glitch. They are designed to make you highly reactive and easily manipulated, turning you into an obedient servant to whoever can trigger your anger. But you can force those chaotic signals into strict alignment. A psychological operating system allows you to observe absolute chaos and feel absolutely nothing. It is a condition known as the zero state. Right now, I want you to pick one specific source of anxiety in your life. It could be a looming deadline, a difficult conversation, or a financial stressor. Hold that exact problem in your mind to use as our test subject. We are going to run that stressor through a strict 4-step protocol. By applying these specific actions, we will neutralize your reaction to that stressor today. Step 1 begins with Marcus Aurelius. History remembers him as a philosopher king, but he spent his reign in a mud-soaked military tent, commanding a violent military machine. He maintained control by using a specific technique to scrub the emotion out of his decision-making. He called it optical stripping, the surgical removal of romance and fear from a perceived threat. When he looked at the purple robes of royalty, items men would literally kill to possess, he refused to see power. He forced himself to see exactly what was there. Sheep's wool dyed with the blood of a shellfish. Take the stressor you chose earlier. Stop placing it on a pedestal. Break it down into its raw, boring, material reality. A threatening email is just pixels on a glass screen. A social rejection is just vibrating air molecules leaving someone's mouth. The moment you strip away the artificial meaning and look at the physical components, you destroy its power over you. Step 2 targets your daily nearsightedness. Right now, you are trapped in a claustrophobic maze, sweating the small stuff. In this tight space, a minor social interaction feels like a catastrophic explosion. To break out of this, we apply the God perspective. Close your eyes and imagine floating up and out of your body, looking straight down at the room you are sitting in. Now, pull the camera outward to view your entire city or camp from above. From this altitude, human conflicts shrink down to the size of ants fighting over a crumb. Push that zoom to its absolute limit until you see the curve of the entire Earth isolated against the black void. Look at how infinitesimally small your daily problems actually are. Realizing your own cosmic insignificance offers total freedom. If an event does not matter on a universal scale, it cannot possibly justify your anxiety. Step 3 is where you stop being a passive victim. When a delay or betrayal hits, your instinct is to categorize it as a negative event. We are going to discard that habit. This diagram shows a weak mind as a tiny fire. Drop a heavy obstacle and the flame dies. But the Stoic mind is an alchemical fire. When an obstacle hits, say, "Good, more fuel," the fire engulfs it and burns hotter. Look back at the stressor you brought to this video. Do not complain about the friction. Explicitly identify precisely how that specific conflict is forcing you to sharpen your arguments and build a fireproof foundation. True resilience means aggressively digesting the massive obstacle and using it as the pure raw material for total dominance. Step 4 establishes your absolute mental boundary. You might believe your physical assets, bank accounts, or social status provide security against chaos. But a single rumor, a sudden market crash, or a violent storm can erase all of those things overnight. Your only unbreachable defense is your inner citadel. This is the core of your mind, the single location where you alone act as the filter for meaning. This diagram shows the difference. An objective external event, like an insult, is completely outside your control. It strikes the boundary line. But your subjective judgment is entirely inside your command. You simply deny entry to the noise. Do not waste energy trying to physically dodge every negative event in the world. Let the event happen, experience the collision, but deliberately pull up the drawbridge and withhold your emotional reaction. Invincibility is a choice. You become untouchable not because you cannot be struck, but because you choose not to be hurt. Now, look back at your initial stressor. By stripping its romance, scaling it against the universe, using it for fuel, and locking it outside your citadel, that problem has been completely neutralized. Mastering this emotional detachment will make you highly effective, but understand the cost. The air is incredibly thin at the top of the mountain. Operating without emotion will permanently isolate you from the herd. What I have shown you today is only what I am permitted to discuss publicly. The most powerful, forbidden truths of human behavioral manipulation are actively suppressed by the algorithm and kept entirely out of public view. If you are ready to separate from the masses and uncover the deeply hidden mechanics of the human psyche, click the Join button and step into the architect level. Most won't, and that is exactly the point. I will see you on the inside.